My experience with Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. Wii version. Okay, so let me tell you all the tale. Long time ago, before I even got the game, I wanted to go into some history with this one. So, I had a choice to make whenever this game first came into my life. Or not a choice, but more of an ultimatum. I had to make an ultimatum. So before I got this game, Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, way before I got this game, I had to choose between Donkey Kong Jungle Beat and Punch-Out Wii. I chose to do Punch-Out Wii first. Because, you know, I was a Punch-Out fanatic, and I wanted to play all the games. I wanted to do it all. I wanted to play all the Punch-Outs. I wanted to do all this stuff, right? So I decided to do Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. Or Donkey Kong Jungle, not Donkey Kong Jungle, Punch-Out Wii. I played Punch-Out Wii. Many months later, many months later, okay? Many eons later, I decide to finally ask my brother, because Donkey Kong Jungle Beat in my life has come up a few times. Like, you know, like for example, like we wanted to get it this time, but we didn't because we chose a different game, and then we chose a different game, and then we chose a different game, and then we chose a different game, right? So there's a lot of times where Donkey Kong Jungle Beat did not come into my life sooner than it did. Until one day where I finally sat down and I decided, why not finally buy it? So I asked Louis, can I get Jungle Beat? And Louis's like, sure, man, you've been waiting for a very long time. Why not? Let's get into it, right? So I was a happy boy. I was very excited to play Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. It was one of, if not the last Donkey Kong game I really needed to play, because I played, keep this in mind, I have played Donkey Kong Country, the Donkey Kong Super Nintendo trilogy. I have played the Game Boy Advance versions of that said trilogy. I've played both Donkey Kong Jungle Climber games. I have played the classic Donkey Kong 1, 2, and 3. I've played Donkey Kong 94. I've played Donkey Kong, Splendid. Hi. How you doing, Splendid? How you doing? I played Donkey Kong, 94, and also, like, the Mario vs. Donkey Kong game. So I played a lot of Donkey Kong, okay? I played a lot. So much Donkey Kong, in fact, that I think Jungle Beat was one of the last games I haven't played. I didn't play the entirety of Mario vs. Donkey Kong series, but I played, like, the ones that was about Mario versus Donkey Kong, aka the first Mario Donkey Kong game, and then the Donkey Kong 94 game. So I played all that, right? And I was like, Jungle Beat needs to come in now. It needs to be played. Okay, Louis ordered the bitch. I was so excited. I spent nearly a week waiting for it. But before that as well, I was fantasizing / watching all of the boss fights on YouTube because I was so interested in Donkey Kong beating the shit out of other Kongs. That is something I didn't know I needed. So obviously I wanted it from that moment onward, ever since I even saw the game for the first time. But anyways, so I spent that week and a half doing my usual YouTube, doing my usual gameplay, my experience videos, my reviews. I spent a lot of time doing that, right? And I remember in the mail, one day I was hanging out with Chris. I went to the mailbox, right? Ah! There. You happy now? You got you got the scream you wanted. Fucking hell, man, I can't believe I just did that. That was so stupid. But, anyways, right? I got Donkey Kong Jungle Beat in the mail. I was gonna run home. And then after that, but right before I was able to even run home, one of my neighbors decided to come through and asked me to grab their mail for them. I grabbed their mail for them because they have a hard time walking. I'm not really going to go much more in detail than that. But they have a hard time walking, and, I grabbed their mail. I beelined it home after that. I said, you're welcome for giving your mail and stuff and whatever. I beelined it home. I made my short, a.k.a. the short that we're about to watch together. And I was so excited. You can see from this video alone, I was so excited to finally jump into this because everyone has played the game but me. And where's my donation? I'm just kidding. But anyways, as you can see, yep, many months. I like my own video. I don't give a shit.
When I did Punch-Out Wii and stuff, that was so cool. But I made a sacrifice
motherfucking sucker, man. Woo! I'm sorry, this disc, I have never seen Donkey Kong rock a green disc, bro. This is the game you got though, man. No way. Bro, look at me. Look at me, bro. Yeah, DK. About to play this right now. Motherfucker got a jungle beat? You got a jungle beat? Yeah, I did. You got to play? I'm about to play. Oh, yeah. About to be real. You need a gorilla. Oh, yeah. Okay. I was so excited when making that unboxing video that I think I waited either a day or two before I finally got myself invested in the first gameplay. Now, what I'm going to look up for you guys is all the boss fights in the entire game. 30 minutes of boss fights, yeah, pretty much. I want to do like an entire thing of everybody, right? So, one of the best things about this game, other than the OST, the actual platform gameplay, enjoy the Yoarakasu, they're looking for you. Who's looking for me? I don't want to be fucked with right now. Especially how I'm feeling right now. But anyways, right? So, I love Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. I want to get that out there before anyone starts saying otherwise. I loved Jungle Beat. 90% of my playthrough was so much fun. I loved so much of the platform levels, even though near the end, some of them really did get bullshit, right? But I loved Donkey Kong Jungle Beat for most of my adventure. I was having so much fun. The music was great. Controlling Donkey Kong felt better than ever. Collecting bananas wasn't even that much fun in the other games. Something about Donkey Kong Jungle Beat with its combo chaining, banana grabbing, punching the shit out of your foes gameplay with the Wiimote nunchuck felt so godlike. Honestly, it felt so awesome beating the shit out of my opponents, right? And again, it was an amazing time, but let me tell y'all something, what bothers me. So, I'm playing the game, I'm investing my time, so much time into this, loving my life, and I'm over here enjoying my time, fighting Dread Kong. Here is Dread Kong, right? My first fight ever. I loved fighting Dread Kong. Dread Kong was actually a really fun fight. Very simple, but fun. Right? And you just beat the shit out of him the entire time. That's cool, right? Scruff Rock, the first bird boss. That is awesome. Okay, a bird boss. That is cool. Okay, Rogue Hog. Okay, we got a hog boss. That's cool. Okay, an elephant. Alright. I get that. That's a cool boss. That's really cool. Okay, boss, okay. Okay, we got, another hog. That's interesting. I'm pretty interested in all, okay, a fight with a hog, alright. Okay, that made up for it. Okay, Karate Kong is badass. I love that. Okay, another bird boss. That's wonderful. That's the second bird I had to fight in the game. I don't know why I have to fight multiple birds. Okay, there's a trend going on here. I don't know why it's another elephant boss. That's cool. Why is there another bird again? Wait. Okay, don't tell me it's gonna be one of... Okay, why is there another elephant boss? I literally just fought you forever ago. Like, 2-3 times ago. Literally a world ago, I fought you. Okay, let's hope for another Kong. Why is there another hog boss? For fuck's sake, dude! I fought you like 5-6 worlds ago! Right? Okay, this is a Kong fight. I'm happy for this. Ninja Kong, get your ass beat. I don't give a fuck. Alright, finally a good fight. Let's go. Finally another Kong. Right? Okay, he's a little bit harder than the rest. He doesn't just straight up show up his weakness. I got you, that's nice. Ninja Kong is great. Okay, the Cactus King. Right? Okay, the Cactus King, the final boss for me in the game. And it's actually a dangerous Kong. Okay, that's phenomenal. Right? I love that about this game, okay? let me tell you, right? So while I'm playing the entire game, going through platforming levels that can range from fun to bullshit, the bosses is one of the most weirdest things to me in this game. Because I feel like each and every single boss in this game, if you have a boss in your video game, especially, I don't care what time period it is, right? I get it, to save time, you need to reskin bosses so your game can be delivered and out on time. I have no idea what it's like for a game developer to program new animations for new bosses. But you gotta be fucking kidding me. Whenever you play this game normally, slash, you know, just normally, right? Not really caring about how much bananas you collect in whatever levels, 90% of the bosses you fight in this fucking game are do-overs of bosses you fought previously, except for the Kongs. And I get it, the developers didn't really think, right? The developers really didn't think about, hey, we should add unique bosses or something. I have no idea why they didn't do that. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, when I got done fighting a lot of, got done with the game, right? I couldn't help but think, why the fuck is there so many repeat bosses in this game? And it didn't annoy me nearly as much. I mean, it annoyed me a lot. Because the more they kept having redo fights, the more it annoyed me. Okay, keep in mind, right? I don't mind reskins / recolors as long as you make the fight interesting. Right? Or as long as you do something different with them. But if you keep on doing it the entirety of your game for the most part, it's not fun anymore, no matter how many changes you add to it. I'm just looking at the same hog I fought, or the same bird, or the same fucking elephant that I fought for half the game. Why would I want to do that when I literally just got done with the bird a world or two ago? Why the fuck would I want to fight another hog again? Again! Fucking Marvel Rivals reference. There you go. You have your fucking reference for the day, right? Why would I want to do that again when I literally just fought someone again? That's like going to Punch Out WII and fighting Soda Popinski. Soda Popinski with different gloves for next time with the new move. Oh, and then let's do it again, but give him the same move that the other Soda Popinski had. Oh, let's do Soda Popinski again a world or so later with no new moves, just a different pair of gloves. What the actual fuck? I'm so serious. What the fuck? And then another thing, other than bosses being complete redos for most of the game, get this shit, right? So you fight Cactus Kong, the end credits, the credits roll and everything. By the way, in the Wii version, you have to collect 3 cresses on every single stage. And by the way, that means you have to collect over 1,000 bananas, or about 1,000 bananas, to 100% a stage. Right? Do this every single stage, and you unlock this fight. Right? You unlock
24 hours.
Sumo Kong. Or actually, better yet, you unlock a different world, right? And this different world contains, you guessed it, a refight again, a refight again, a refight again, and then one new dude. And then guess what? After all that, another redo with Ghastly Kong. Why? I'm so serious. Why? So let's say this. I 100% the game. I go out of my way, and I didn't even know, like, the rest of the refights are just going to be, or the rest of the fights after Ghastly Kong, when you 100% the game, is another refight with something different probably. Another refight. Then you get one new fight with Sumo Kong in space, which is truly badass. But at the same time, I have to go out of my way to go to 13 to 14 previous kingdoms, 100% them by getting 1,000 bananas, in all of those levels just to have refights, Sumo Kong, and then a refight again with Ghastly Kong, a motherfucker I fought before those other refights in Sumo Kong. You're telling me I have to do that, and then I reach the end of the game, right? Officially reach the end of the game. I'm sorry, Jungle Beat, but I'm just saying to you, as soon as I finished Ghastly King, right? As soon as I finished him and beat him for the first time, or Cactus King, whatever, right? Which, Ghastly King just feels like a reskin color. By the way, let me show you what I mean by a reskin. Look, same arena, same type of dude, but they call him the Cactus King before. Your final boss, your true final boss, is a reskin of the base game final boss. What is actually fucking wrong with you? I'm sorry, but like... And it's funny because I went through this whole game not even getting mad until today. Today was the first time I was truly mad at Donkey Kong Jungle Beat as a game. My first 2 sessions, I was enjoying it. And you know what? I even said to the rebosses, okay, I'm getting a little annoyed, but I'm still having fun beating their ass. And now, it's all coming back to me as a full finished product. Instead of, what? 17, 18 bosses. In actuality, there's like, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, 4, let's see, 5, let's see, 6, 7. Oh, no, never mind. 8 actual bosses, right? Actual bosses that aren't reskins or aren't do-overs of previous bosses that I've seen before. If you actually think about it. There's only 8 actual boss fights. Now, sure, on YouTube videos and other stuff, you'll see 18. But it's like, I don't include skin swaps of previous bosses as new bosses, because why the fuck? Right? Because why the fuck not? Right? There's 18. You're going to play the game or be raging over issues that shouldn't ruin the game for you. Let me tell you something. When you play a video game, you want to have fun. You want everything to be fun, new, expressive, and everything for you, right? Going into this game for the first time and realizing a big chunk of your bosses, not every single boss, but a big chunk of your bosses are just reskins, really tells you something about a video game boss. If I wanted reskinned video game bosses, actually, who the fuck wants reskinned video game bosses? I mean, I get it to some extent, you know, maybe doing it here or there, but if it's a big chunk of your bosses, that's shitty game design by default. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you, but literally every video game I've ever played has only ever done a reskin or a rematch once or twice. And look, I probably wouldn't be as angry at the refights if I didn't have to fight, like I said, the hog, the bird, and the elephant more than 2 times. I'd be like, okay, 1 rematch with these motherfuckers is okay. You do 2 to 3 more fights with each individual animal that I listed, that I just mentioned multiple times. And sure, again, like I said, they may have new moves or something added to their kit. Why not do that for the original, for the first time you see the fuck? Then play Forbidden Memories, man, if this game makes you this mad. Dude. You know, I know you're new, so you don't know me like that. Right? So I'm going to give you a pass. But I'm not just going to sit here and just accept the fact Jungle Beat, you know, don't get me wrong, this is one of the funnest Donkey Kong experiences I've ever had. But the fact that there's so much refights in this game, it's just sad. Because whenever, you know, you play a kingdom and you get to a boss, the boss is easily one of the most exciting things, you know, about the game. Because that's where gameplay changes and other stuff, you know, come in more than the usual platforming and more than your usual maybe Animal Buddy segment, right? You're really looking forward to fighting a new boss or a new way to defeat said thing. And yet, what do you see when you reach the boss stage? A refight. Do you see a lot of video... I mean, yes, a lot of video games do refights. But my point still stands. You only do a refight once or twice in your game. You don't do it 3 to 4 different times. And I get it. They didn't want to add characters that would outshine the Kongs, but it would have been a cool idea if every boss was unique, if every boss was different. I mean, fucking hell. Donkey Kong Country Returns and Tropical Freeze do exactly what I'm talking about. Right? They do the refight thing, but at least it's only once in those respective games. Why should I make an exception for something like this because it came out in 2005 to 2009? Why should I? And the only reason this shit infuriates me so much... Well, no, not the only reason. And that's a big reason why this shit infuriates me. By the way, Project X Engine, welcome to stream, right? I don't like doing shit like that. Because it's like, after a while, you start to realize, I'm just doing the same thing again to make progress. Why? Why would I want to do that, right? And that's not my only thing that's bullshit towards me, right? Another thing that really pisses me off is the fact that you put all the Kongs in your fucking manual, right? You put all 5 of these fucking dudes. Look, here, I'll flip it over. Dread Kong, Ninja Kong, Sumo Kong, Karate Kong. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 4, and then Ghastly Kong, the only one that's not even on here. Right, or Cactus Kong, or whatever the fuck his name is, right? Whatever fight you're doing. You put all these guys in here. I read the prologue. I'm getting invested into your game, and I don't get to fight Sumo Kong. He's actually locked behind 100%ing the entire game just to fight him, and just for that, he's not even the true final boss, aka Sumo Kong, aka Cactus Kong, right? Cactus Kong is like, okay, for anybody that's done with the game, you can be done here, but for everyone else that wants Sumo Kong, and then, you know, or, like I said, a new world, or a new kingdom, with refights, again, with the same 3 bosses you've been fighting for most of the game, and then, aka, then Sumo Kong, and then Ghastly King, which is also a retread of Cactus Kong, it really makes you think, why the fuck would I even want to 100% a game that's just going to make me refight the same 3 enemies again as bosses? Oh, and Sumo Kong's like the new thing. I went through, like, near endgame, some of the most bullshit Donkey Kong level design I've been through in a minute. And this also bothers me. What if you're playing Donkey Kong Country Jungle Beat, or I say Donkey Kong Country Jungle Beat, god damn it, I mean Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. You're struggling on a level, right? And you're like, okay, I finally passed it. Finally, I passed both levels. And this is also just one reason, right? But I want to go a little bit more in depth with this reason, right? And how it could potentially piss somebody off. You go through this kingdom, Watermelon Kingdom, just to say a random one. You do both kingdom levels. They were hard for you, right? and you make it to a boss just to find out it's a reskinned version of the same boss you fought 2 worlds ago or a kingdom or 2 ago. What a slap in the fucking face. Especially towards me. What a slap in the fucking face. What a slap in his dick. What a slap in my dick, actually. Not his. What a slap in my dick. We're even getting fucking hyped up for this shit. You know? Another thing about Donkey Kong Jungle Beat that bothers me, extremely bothers me, other than 100% completion and basically putting Sumo Kong and Ghastly King behind a fucking thing, right? Right? Yeah, Ghastly Kong, known in Japan as Final Kong, is Cactus King. They're one. And the game with Ghastly King having almost zero difference other than Ghastly King's powers. See what I mean? That's basically a refight for no reason. That's just a fight for no reason. Why would I want to do that if Cactus King is literally just giving me that exact same fight? But anyways, I digress, right? Another thing that bothers me about this game is whenever you want to, you're on the boss fight, right? And you're on the boss fight, you're struggling, you're like, okay, you know what? I want a retry with this guy. I want a retry. So you say, restart this kingdom. Yeah, there's no such thing as retry the boss fight. You either get to the boss fight, or actually, no, get this. When you press restart kingdom, you would think, okay, I'm going to restart this boss fight, correct? Because it is a part of said kingdom that you're in. Nope. You restart everything. You don't even restart the boss fight. You restart at the beginning of that said kingdom. Have fun doing that level again, and the level right after that again. Oh, and then have fun redoing the boss fight. You have to redo everything in the entire kingdom. Why the fuck is that even a thing? Matter of fact, the only time you get to retry the boss when you don't, like when you get hit too many times or you feel bad about the run, you have to literally die just for you to retry the fight again. And then when you get ranked / scored for your fight with him, minus 200 bananas, because guess what? You decided to die and you decided to give it a retry. You fucking moose. Go redo all the other levels again, aka the 2 other levels before this point, just so you can have another shot at perfecting the boss. Or better yet, pass it in general. Now again, if you're not going for 100% completion, and I think because the ultimate 2 levels are short and the first boss is an amateur. Alan, my friend, are you okay? No, I'm not okay. I'm doing horrible. I'm doing pretty somewhat... Well, oh, that's blood. But anyways, I digress. Right? Like, those 2 things, I seriously have problems with the game, right? And then some of the later levels near the end, right, where they get really bullshit and ridiculous, and it's like, I'm just trying to finish. But anyways, for people that aren't trying to 100% complete something, right, or 100% complete this game, right, I feel like it's bullshit, you know, even just to go through this casually, right? And I get the 100% completion. That shit is annoying. But it's like, when you go through this game casually, most of the bosses that you encounter are just retreads of the same thing. Even when you go for 100% completion, you're going to still deal with all the retread that a casual player goes through, but then even more retread with only one new actual fight with Sumo Kong. That's horrible boss design. In retrospect, if you look at the big picture, man, of all the bosses, that's really one of my biggest problems. And then trying to restart the boss fight because you want to genuinely try to either perfect it or not get hit or whatever. You have to redo everything. You can't redo the boss fight unless you die in the boss fight and then they give you a chance to retreat or restart the fight. But even then, once you beat it after that restart, you lose 200 bananas, and that could possibly fuck over one of your 4 if you're playing on the GameCube, or one of the 3 cresses you have to unlock, you know, during that fight in general. It's like, I feel like that's wrong. I feel like whenever you play Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, you should be able to fight all the bosses up to Cactus King, throw Sumo Kong in there, but add something better for a real final boss. Because having Ghastly King as your true final boss in this game is wrong. I feel like you need to have a Kong that's worth a damn. For example, maybe you have a fight with a God Kong. Maybe you have a fight with a Devil Kong or something more interesting, something worth all the bullshit that you go through trying to 100% this game. Just for a refight? Just for a skin copy? I'm sorry, I can't get off that, man. But it's like, it's fucking facts. If you look into the game and play for yourself. Now, sure, depending on who you are, you may or may not be annoyed at this, but for someone like me that has been playing so many video games in their lives and has been really looking forward to playing this game, just to see that most of their boss fights are refights, and, you know, when you're trying to restart a fight, you can't even do that. You have to restart an entire kingdom. Oh, and then you have to get platinum cresses every level just to fight Sumo Kong? That's not even the real final boss, and then when you get to the real one, it's just a copy and paste of Cactus Kong? Fuck you! Like, actually, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. And you know what? I'm glad that these devs learned from this and made sure Super Mario Galaxy 1 and Super Mario Galaxy 2, you know, whenever you're refighting the same dudes. I mean, yes, there is something different about it in the Galaxy games, but at least they don't make you retread the same shit unless you're going for 100% completion. Then sometimes here or there they make you... You know what I mean? I don't know. It's like... I feel like they could have done so much better, and that's why I'm sad. Or that's why I'm angry. I'm not angry because they're shit bosses. Some of these guys are genuinely cool. But it's like, come on. You could have done so much better than that for a true final boss. You could have done so much better. Sumo Kong was phenomenal. We were heading in the right direction with him. Having a fight on a falling meteor. That is badass. I wanted to fight that in my playthrough, but I have to 100% the game to fight that? Fuck that. That's not worth it. Even if he's not even the true final boss. Come on. Come on, Jungle Beat. Come on. It hurts my heart, man, that this is like the truly last Donkey Kong game that, until we get like something on Switch 2, because Switch 1 had Tropical Freeze Switch and Donkey Kong Returns Switch. I'm angry at this game out of love, man, because it's like, you gave me like one of the best Donkey Kong experiences I ever wanted in a Donkey Kong game, but it's like, yet you do this with what I've just been repeating for over 20 minutes. You know? And I went outside, and I just hit, like, a wall, like, so fucking hard, because I was sitting there just so pissed. As you see right here, a little bit, I hit fucking wall outside. I was so fucking mad that even if I 100% this game, I still have to deal with repeats. You could have had 3 to 4 new bosses, and that would have definitely made up for the refights from previously, from most of the casual game. I'm gonna be honest, that would have made it up. That would have been like, okay, they actually tried to learn their lesson from that, and you know, but they chose just to triple, quadruple dip, and it's not funny. It's really not fun. It's not fun thinking about it like that. It's not fun. God, fuck, man. I'm so mad. I'm so fucking mad, man. And I don't know if GameCube does anything different because I never played the original version, but and since and this is the Wii version of Jungle Beat, I'm not sure if they do this in the GameCube version, right? It's like they had so much. And this is and actually, you know what? This actually makes me angrier because I also hit a wall because it's like this is supposed to be the definitive version of the game, right? This was like a redo. The Wii version is supposed to be a redo of the GameCube. You know what? I'll even let the GameCube version slide. Alright? Maybe they didn't have the hardware limitations or they couldn't go beyond what they could have done for the GameCube. Maybe this would have made the GameCube game go on fire, right? But they literally have a Wii version right here, the one I played, that includes all of these bosses. And yet they refuse to completely change something to make the Wii version more original other than the control scheme. That pisses me off. That really pisses me off. It doesn't even have to be the Wii version for me to be mad at. Right? But it's like, why? I mean, look, the Wii version did do some things, and let me explain them, right? Instead of 4 cresses, they took it down to 3 cresses. So the Platinum Crest is easier in this version, which is truth. I did research into that and found that out. Controlling Donkey Kong is a lot easier in this version of the game, which, again, I am happier about because you had to use the bongos last time to move left, right, or even like do the shaking command and all that other sort of stuff. So they made movement in this version of the game a lot better, right? And 100% completion, easier in this version of the game. Those are like the 2 things that I have identified that the changes that they made to this game. But I really wish more than those changes, they actually added like maybe a real final boss. Something that is worth a damn. Something that isn't a retread other than Sumo Kong. Right? That isn't a retread boss fight. As the true final boss. That would have been cool. I actually would have been like, you know what? Let me suck it up. Let me 100% the game so I can actually see this true final boss one time. And fight him one time. I would have loved that. You know? But it's like, I don't know. To me, what they did, just, it isn't even worth 100% completion on this. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm sorry. But it's like, it's just not for me, man. Like, again, I can show you. I can show you right here, man. You know, I can show you again. You know, like, there's a few Mario games that are fun, but not the best. Super Mario Party's fun, but limited in options. And are you mad at the Wii version of the game or the game in general? Honestly, at this point, you can say I'm mad at both. I'm mad at both because they disappointed me. But, you know, the Wii version is the only one I played, not the GameCube. But, you know, it's just... I mean, don't get me wrong. Again, it's a superb Donkey Kong game. I love it. Like, the platform levels are great. 2 levels and a boss. That's phenomenal. And then you move on to the next kingdom. Great pacing of the game. And they kept that same pacing throughout most of the game. That's amazing. But it's like... You know, I would have loved... Again, like I said, a real true final boss that isn't hidden behind 100% completion, that isn't like a refight or a do-over. Again, Cactus King was cool, but I don't know, just, I was expecting something more grand. Like, think of Bowser from Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. You know, the same guys who made this game made Galaxy 1 and 2, mind you. So it's like, playing those games and then playing this one, it's like, oh shit. I want to know where Galaxy's ideas originated from, this game. Which you can see that in some of its level design, and the whole vibe of the game feels the same. It does feel like Donkey Kong's version of Galaxy, or Donkey Kong's version of, you know, that. And, you know what? I would love a Donkey Kong Jungle Beat 2. That improves on everything I say. That every world's boss will be unique. The GameCube version can be very hard for the hands, and is a quick game. Got you. So... God, fuck. But this is a great game. It's a KONGTASTIC game. I love it. I love this game to death, right? But it's like my issues, right, with the game are they're like small little pins that like add up and make a big old fucking bubble in the end. You know what I mean? And that's why it's like I'm so explosive at this game. I have explosive love for the game and I have explosive hate for this fucking game. Because I want it to be better. I'm not angry at it just because, oh, I'm pissed at a boss fight. I'm pissed that they redid so many of their shit, man. When I know they could have done something better. I know they could have. But yet they chose to go almost the lazy route and just retread the same shit. I don't like that, man. I get it. Game development is fucking hard, and it was probably their first game. I get it. But at the same time, I would have loved, you know, just a little bit more for your boss fights. And not just full of retread 24/7 everywhere I look. Then find a game like Mario Party, Mario Kart, Yoshi's Crafted World, or Luigi's Mansion, etc. Still, I don't want to just find a game so I don't have to worry about that problem. Right? And I've already played so many of those. But that's my point, right? I've played so many of those legends. I've played so many of those GOATs. Those go-to video games. And it's like, I expect the same from this one too. You know, going into it, I didn't expect my feelings to be like this towards the end of the game. You know, I never expected. But then it happens, and it's like, God damn it, I wish it was different. But I'm not going to sit here and lie to you in my video review of Donkey Kong Jungle Beat and say, yeah, all the bosses were great. Yeah, there's no such thing as retread. You know, Gloathog and Blowhog are completely different characters. They're totally not just reskins of one another and have slight tweaks to their designs. Totally not. I mean, I'm probably going to play this game again, but it's like, I love this game, but I don't like what this game does with its boss fights and some parts of the level design in terms of, you know, menus. And another thing that bothers me about this game, this will be the last thing, quitting to the fucking menu. Why the fuck can I not go back to the menu in this game? I have to press the home menu on my Wiimote, right? On my Wiimote, the home menu, and then press Wii menu to leave the game. When Super Mario Galaxy can allow me to return to title screen. Luigi's Mansion can return to me to the title screen. Every game I've ever played allows me to go to title screen and then, okay, then I close it out because the game saved everything. And because sometimes I pressed home screen when I'm like, okay, I'm done. I didn't complete this kingdom, or I did this kingdom, but I didn't finish the kingdom. If you do not, right? If you do not finish said kingdoms, and you press home menu, like you finish one kingdom or two kingdoms, and you leave one hanging, sometimes the game won't save that data, and you're forced to go back to the beginning of the kingdom that you couldn't do before. For example, when I finished the Cherry Kingdom and went on to the next kingdom, but I didn't start the next kingdom immediately and played it and at least beat one or two of the stages in that kingdom, I had to redo a kingdom or two. Really, DK Jungle Beat? Are you fucking kidding me right now with that? Anyways, I digress. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat is an amazing game with a lot of shit in it I do not approve of. Fucking Wario World didn't even repeat bosses a single fucking time in its game. And yet you allow me, and I know, some people are probably going to come at me. Like, okay, no, And I'm done. Because, yeah, it's sad. Wario World, a game that came out in like fucking, what, 2005, 2006? Right? Doesn't force me to retread the same boss fights. It only wants me to do that if I refight them myself. Man, I need a fucking drink. I need a nice cold one after this experience. Holy shit, man. God, fuck. Sonic and the Black Knight didn't retread bosses this egregious. Sure, they had King Arthur like once or twice, maybe 3 times, but that was it, man. I mean, you want to go, like... Fuck, man. Here, let's count how many times you fight the hog in Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. Just so I can prove my point a little more why these fights are annoying, right? Okay. 1 time you fight the hog. This is the first time you fight him. 2 times you fight the hog. Right? 3 times you fight the hog. 3 times already, holy shit. 4 times you fight the fucking hog. Alright, if you're 100% it, that's 3 times you fight the fucking hog if you're doing it casually. That's 4 times if you decide to fight him in 100% completion. Okay, let's do the bird. 1 time you fight the bird. Right? 2 times you fight the bird. 3 times you fight the bird. Okay, that's 3 times. 3 times you fight the bird. 100% completion. You fight the bird a 4th time. The elephant. 1 time you fight the elephant. 2 times you fight the elephant. 3 times you fight the elephant. 4 times you fight the fucking elephant. Holy shit! 3 to 4 times you fight the fucking elephant. It's like, holy shit. Maybe Alan's onto something with these retreads. You fight the elephant 4 times in this game. You fight the bird 4 times if you go 100% completion. 4 times again for the goddamn hog. Right? And that's why I say there's only 8. Because if you only count the first time you fight each and everybody, that's 8 bosses originally. And then the only time you have a refight with one of the Kongs is Cactus Kong, which turns into Ghastly King Kong. Which is 1 refight of him. I mean, it's kind of funny, but you fight an elephant, a bird, and a hog more times than you actually fight the actual interesting bosses in the games, like Karate Kong, like Sumo Kong, like Ninja Kong. Like, if you're gonna have me refight these guys, holy shit, you might as well have me refight every fucking Kong 2 to 3 times over. With new damn moves. I'm fucking done. I'm done. Because I'm gonna keep retreading the same shit. God. I didn't think this would bother me so much, right? But holy shit, it bothers me. God damn. You know what? Fuck it. I don't care. I'll make this video go 50 fucking minutes. Just to make me feel... Oh, I only have 1 drink. That's phenomenal. Okay. Here, fuck it. We'll go to 50 minutes. I long deserved a drink. I long deserve this shit. Fuck yeah, man. Oh. Oh, man. Alright. Remember, kids, whenever you play Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, I told you, just play games like Yoshi's Crafted. Yoshi's Crafted World sucks dick. Don't ever compare me to that. I would rather play Donkey Kong, any Donkey Kong, over any Yoshi piece of shit game on the planet. Matter of fact, I would rather deal with these refights than play any Yoshi game. Better yet, I would rather play Donkey Kong Jungle Climber than play a Yoshi game all the way through. Because other than Yoshi's Island, every Yoshi game fucking sucks. Or has like an acquired taste to it. Yoshi is almost like Diet Kirby in a lot of ways. I just can't stop drinking this shit. The problem is not the difficulty. The problem is the ton of reuse and a little bit of the level design. I would much rather have a game that barely reuses shit than have a game that reuses a lot of shit. That is fucking facts. Then Luigi's Mansion if you dislike almost every Yoshi game. Luigi's Mansion 1 is great. Luigi's Mansion 2 is ass. And Luigi's Mansion 3 is good, but not as good as the first. Watch my Luigi's video on that. I already made my experience on Luigi's Mansion. One of the best games on the planet. Except for Boo Losses. He's really annoying. Every other fight is phenomenal, but Boo Losses sucks dick. Anyways, I'm fucking gone. It's 50 minutes of this fucking Donkey Kong Jungle Beat video rant review fucking thing that I fucking made. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat again. Developers, you made a great game, but if you ever make a sequel, do not have refights. Allow the player to refight the boss when they're at the boss, and allow them to restart the level that they're currently playing. If you can fix all three of those problems, oh, and also allow us to go to the title screen and allow us to save the game normally or with auto saving, and don't have us restart a kingdom when we want to get back on and enjoy the game. If you can fix all the problems I have with Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, potential Donkey Kong Jungle Beat 2, it'll be a fucking chef's kiss with Jungle Beat. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share the video with your friends. God bless you all. Hope you guys all have a great day. And I'll see you guys next time in another gaming review that I fucking want to do. Peace. And by the way, hold on, you know what? Something more worth a while? Hold on. Forgot to mention this before I end the video. For real this time. Right? Okay, let me turn the camera around. Whoops. I don't want to do that. Thank you guys so much for 3,838 or 39 subscribers / nearly 3,840 subscribers. You guys are awesome. Thank you for watching my content always. I really appreciate it. Even if I can be extremely angry, excuse me, at times, I really appreciate all of you guys watching my content. And you know, just thank you. Thank you for watching my content. Thank you for sharing my content around the world. And thank you for listening to what I have to say. Even people that dislike me or people that are just seeing me for the first time, thank you for watching. I very much appreciate it. But anyways, until then, see you guys next time. Peace. Actually, I should do a Donkey Kong themed outro for the video since it is a Donkey Kong video, but I'm just so mad right now. I mean, I guess I can come up with something. Fuck. Donkey Kong. Yeah, DK. Fuck it, I guess. That's the best I got.